Hello, Ranger Nation. Welcome back to Rangers of the Universe. I'm Chris, and unfortunately, this is a very sad video talking about the today's passing of Jason David Frank. Now, for all of us Ranger fans, whether you're a casual Ranger fan or passionate, Jason David Frank was the face of the show. Tommy Oliver. He was introduced back in 1993 in Green with Evo, and with that introduction, he changed the course of Power Rangers. He made it what it is today. He was in more episodes than anybody else. He was in more episodes than five people on a team were combined. He was in Mighty Morphin. He wore Mighty Morphin Green, Mighty Morphin White. He was the White Ranger, the first non-red leader of the Power Rangers. He was Zeo Red, Turbo Red, Dino Thunder Black. And then we saw him back again in Super Mega Force. He first appeared back after Turbo in Wild Force for Forever Red. And then we saw him pick up the mantle once again in Dino Thunder. And then he came back in Super Mega Force for the Legendary War. And then again in Super Ninja Steel for Dimensions in Danger, the 25th anniversary special. Now, Jason David Frank's passing was a shock to many. Just seeing, myself included, the overwhelming love for him from the Power Rangers fandom and all the actors, his fellow Rangers I've seen post about him, loving words, everything they loved. He was the face of Power Rangers, what it meant to be a Power Ranger. Power Rangers would not be where it's at without him, and he will be dearly missed. I grew up watching Power Rangers since I was 4, and Tommy Oliver, I can't tell how many times I dressed up in one of his suits for Halloween, whether it was Mighty Morphin Green, Mighty Morphin White, Dino Thunder Black, because who doesn't love the Brachio suit? That's my absolute favorite one. But just comprehending, I've never been so. There have been celebrities I love that have died, just like everybody, but Jason David Frank, it's just different because I had the pleasure of meeting him multiple times this year. I met him back in March when he came to Rhode Island at the Toy Vault, and I was starstruck meeting him because I'd been a fan of him for so long, and then meeting him in person, and I got to meet him then. And then at Power Morphicon, I saw him again. His Legend of the White Dragon panel, I absolutely loved it. And then just 2 weeks ago at Rhode Island Comic Con, I met him again. I got to take another photo with him. This one, luckily, when I went and met him in March, the mask mandate was up. So my content creator Jared and we had to wear masks for the photo. We both had our memorial Mubirates, and I gave him extra keys to hold, Ranger keys. But 2 weeks ago, I was at his table talking to him about Power Rangers, his Legend of the White Dragon panel that I saw at Power Morphicon, and I saw the one at Rhode Island Comic Con, and talking to him about that, the movie, and his time on Power Rangers. It's so surreal that 2 weeks ago I had gotten to get another photo with him, talk to him, and now never gonna have the opportunity to meet him again. No more Ranger fans as a whole won't have the opportunity to meet him again or for the first time, and his fellow Rangers won't get to spend time with him again. Just my prayers definitely go out to his family, all the Rangers who loved him, the fans that love him. I last 2 weeks ago when I met him, I'm glad that he came to Rhode Island Comic Con, that I was able to get one last photo with him. And in the photo, you just see he's holding movie morpher. I have a huge Tommy Oliver collection, and it's just, I was so happy to get a photo with him holding my movie morpher, it being signed by him on the top. I just, I'm so lucky and honored to have gotten that time to talk to him these couple of times, get that photo with him, get to tell him how much I looked up to him as a kid. You know, he was a role model to me, how much I loved Power Rangers growing up and now. So yeah, that just meant a lot. And back in March too, I was able to get my Zeonizer signed. He was, it meant a lot too, how he was like excited to see when I told him I wanted the Zeonizer signed directly instead of the box. You know, I also have the other actors added on to this one. Nakia's on the band. Then I have Catherine Sutherland and Johnny and Bosch. But yeah, you know, just seeing. And I also have this sign, Spectrum, Mighty Morphin Green Ranger. You know, I mean, I have so much Tommy Oliver stuff, though, which I am doing collection videos, of course, that I've started doing. But, you know, here's a blown up picture of some of my Tommy Oliver collection. That's one shelf I have. That's all Tommy Oliver related. I also have the Legacy Dragon Zord, Falcon Zord, Tiger Zord, the Legacy Dragon Dagger, Saba. As you just saw, the movie Morpher and the Zeonizers. I mean, I have so much Tommy Oliver stuff. And just to know that never the chance to meet him again, talk about his time. The fact that he's not alive for when the movie that he worked so hard on kickstarting and getting going, Legend of the White Dragon, he's not going to be there for when it premieres because he was talking at Rhode Island Comic Con. And, you know, Jared and I, we talked to him afterwards. We went to go and meet him and do the photo. And he was saying how, you know, if they did screenings in theaters for it, he'd want to travel around and attend them and do meet and greets with it. And just, you know, that's not going to happen. He was a regular at Rhode Island Comic Con, and that's not going to happen. And you know, it's just it's devastating to learn that that was my last time meeting him. But you know, it was an honor getting to have met him, get that time spent with him, because a lot of Ranger fans have never had that opportunity to meet him because they can't attend cons for whatever reasons. And it was just an honor. He was an amazing guy to meet. I've gone to multiple cons now, including Power Morphicon in California. I've had the opportunity to meet and speak to many actors, and Jason David Frank was one of the kindest I have ever met out of them. You know, he made every fan feel like special and heard, and just showed how ecstatic he was to spend time with the fans and speak to us. And it's a devastating loss to the Ranger community, to everybody. And, you know, he's not the first Ranger that has passed on. There was Dai Trang Trini. We also had the actress who played Udana in Mystic Force, the actor who voiced Xenowing in Dino Charge, Master Fant in Jungle Fury. But he was gone. All of them passed on way too soon, you know. It's just a devastating loss all around, and it's going to be hard when that Mighty Morphin reunion special hits. I'm expecting in the credits to see on that screen in memory of Jason David Frank. Well, was probably already going to say Thy Trang figure in that, but now Jason David Frank as well. Hopefully, if they haven't already, maybe they could do I'd hope maybe like a little reshoot of J.J. Oliver on the screen with Cat Hillard, who maybe should have the last name Cat Oliver, with what Super Ninja Steel alluded to. Basically, kind of showed that they're married and they have the son JJ. So yeah, I mean, that would be definitely an amazing thing if we got JJ in the near future in a project. That would just be. I mean, we have Min, Trini's daughter. Uh, Definitely there should be one with JJ Oliver. Have him be SPD Green with the Dragon Shield. Have that happen. But yes, this is a devastating loss for the Ranger community, and just the news is extremely sad to hear. Mental health is a very real thing, so take care of yourself, look out for your loved ones. Sadly, Jason David Frank has passed, and his time is Tommy Oliver, but he's widely celebrated by the fans and his fellow Rangers because Tommy Oliver made Power Rangers what it was, and hopefully Cosmic Fury will celebrate and live on Tommy Oliver's legacy and giving us an excellent 30th season. So, with that, take care, Ranger Nation, and rest in peace to the Power Ranger GOAT, Jason David Frank. You will be missed.